it's hard for people. It's hard for people to be able to navigate, you know, life, because most people can't just find time to do all the things they want to do. You know, as human beings, we are naturally multi-potentialites. Like, we have so much potential. We have so much potential. That's why you can see someone that's saying, "Oh, I'm a doctor, but I love to sing, I love to write, I love to do this." Is because there's so much potential that God has put inside each of us. None of us are meant to just be doing only one thing. That's the truth. Nobody's meant to just be, okay, I'm a doctor, that's it. I don't have any other interest. Yes, you may not be making money from those things that you're doing, but you will have other interests, you have other things, other passions. You will just have something inside you that you love to do. And so that's why this masterclass is very, very important. Okay, that's why it's very, very important. Sorry, I'm messing with the. Yes, I think this is better. That's why this masterclass is very, very important. It's so important that we um, understand that if there is overwhelm constantly in your life, then there is a wisdom problem. See, anytime I drop any hot quotes that you like, just put it in the chat box there. I'll be highlighting it. If there is a if there is overwhelm in your life, there is a wisdom problem. It's DDK that says that, or I learned it from DDK. She says if there's overwhelm, if you are constantly overwhelmed, if you're always tugging, you're always stressed, you're always tired, Monday to Friday, 30 days in a month, 365 days in a year, there is a problem. You are not meant to be overly stressed all the time, even if you are busy. And this is what a lot of people don't realize. So they think that, "Ah, it's because I'm busy, that's why." You are supposed to have time to hold everything together. And like people always say, balance is a myth, and we'll talk about it. Balance is a myth, but there's something called harmony, where you can harmonize your life, where everything may not get the same attention in every season, but there is a way to manage it. And that's the aim of this masterclass, to show you how to better understand your time. Welcome, Chidima. I can see, as I see your comments, I'll just be highlighting it. So that is the aim of this masterclass, to show you how to better harmonize and, have everything in check. So you are welcome to the Living Beyond Overwhelm Masterclass, where there is overwhelm problem, there is a where there is overwhelm, there is wisdom problem. Thank you, Omalara. I can see your chart. If there is overwhelm in your life, not just once in a while overwhelm. We know that sometimes you can be in busy season. Every organization has busy season. Even you as a business owner, a staff member, maybe you have a 9 to 5, you can have busy season. But if there is constant overwhelm, let's edit that, Omalara. If there is constant overwhelm in your life, there is a wisdom problem. That's it. So that is what we'll be highlighting today. In this, we want to talk about time. We want to talk about how to, balance it. How do I do it? How am I able to show up for my work, show up for my church community, show up for this, show up for that? A lot of people think that, oh, how I maybe I'm not so busy, but I'm extremely busy. But I find a way to harness it. And I'm not saying that nobody is perfect, yes, but there's still systems you can put in place to help you. So we're going to just go swiftly into our discussion of the day. So now I'm going to be asking you, what would your life look like? What would your life look like? I want to tell in the chat box about it. Like, if I had all the thought where I can say, this is what I want to do, this is what I want to do, what would your life look like? You could completely say, yes, nobody should stress me. I don't need to do anything. I'm in charge. If you were in charge of your life, what would it look like? What would that feeling be like? Let me know. Let me see it in the chat box. What would your life look like if you had all the time in the world? I want to see our chat. So are we here? While I'm waiting for our chat, I want to get responses so that we can move swiftly. If you had all the time in the world, what would your life look like? Would it be that you'll be going out on the in a cruise? Would you be, just enjoying your life? Would you be, taking courses? If you had time and money was not a problem, everything was not a problem, what would your typical life be like? While I wait for our responses, here are some very, very interesting quotes that I saw. This is by Stephen Corey. He says that the key is not in spending time, but in investing it. Hey, the key is not in spending time, but in investing it. This one says by Peter Drucker. He says that until we can manage time, we can manage nothing else. That is so powerful. If you can't manage time, you can't manage anything else. If you can't put things in place, you can't put structure in place to say, okay, this time is for this time is for this, then you're going to have issues managing anything else. The third one says, great things are done by a series of small things brought together. Many of us are waiting for the grand thing, but do you know that many times it's the small, small things, the small, small activities that we put in every day that matters in the long run? So, which of these quotes is standing out to you? Which of these quotes is standing out to you? Hey, where's my the comment party people? I thought you guys were. I was seeing a lot of comments. Now I can't see any comment again. No, I can't see comments. Please rush me with your comments. So great things are done by a series of. So which of these quotes is standing out to you? Which of these quotes is standing out to you? Now picture this. This is you in point A. You are trying to get to point B. What is in point A? Point A is I am confused. I don't know what to do. My time is never enough. I'm overwhelmed. Everything is just not going well. Everything is just not working. That's point A. Point B is you on a beach, living your best life, you at a presentation. I hope you can see my pictures very well. Ehen. So it's you at a presentation, you know, um, speaking to women. You have this conference. It's you as a man giving a business conference, speaking and just um and just you know doing the thing that you love to do. I can see our comments. Someone says my life Kenny says my life will be less stressful. That's what will happen when you have full control of your life. My life will be less stressful and it will be so easy and engage in more activities. Okay, what would those activities be like? I want you to have a pen and paper, a journal, please. I'm sorry that I didn't say, I think I sent it in the email. Get a journal and start writing it down. Okay, write down all these things. What would your life look like if everything was good? You had all the money, you had all the time, you didn't have stress. What will you be taking courses? Will you be traveling? What will you be doing? Right? Adeomi Esther says she loves the quote that this, yes, thank you for that. The small beginnings, small things add up to big beginnings, big things. Small great things are done by a series of small things brought together. Tech with Ken says the second quote is powerful. Until we can manage time, we can manage nothing else. Okay. Chidima also says this the first one resonates with me so much, which is the key is not in spending time, but in investing it. I love that. I love that. Okay. Kenny also says the third quote, which is great things are done by a series of small things brought together. Chidima says, I am thinking seriously and I'm struggling to find detailed answers. Okay, so what this means is, for me, let me give you a typical example. If I had all the time in the world and all the money and I didn't have to think about anything, what I would love to do is just keep making videos. I would love to just keep teaching people, keep making people do what God has asked them to do. I would travel the world. So those are things that I would do even without you paying me. That's what I'm trying to say. If I had time, if I wasn't thinking, I have to go and make money, I have to take care of my children, I have to do this, I have to do that. What are the things that I would do naturally that I would love to do? I would love to just keep making videos, keep empowering people, keep talking to people, keep telling people to stop having the wrong mindset, keep empowering young girls, keep teaching young people, keep showing up. I would do it without being paid. That's how you actually know your purpose. That's actually how you actually know where you're going. When you think about, okay, if time was not a hindrance, if what to eat is not a hindrance, if I wasn't overthinking things, what would I be doing like freely without thinking about it? If I had all the time in the world, when I did not have to, I would just keep making videos, I'll be editing it, I'll be going out, I'll be helping people. I would just be calling out obedience in people's lives. So I hope that gives you perspective to what I'm trying to say. So when you think deeply about it, and you may not do it now, but you can just write down the question. Let me highlight it again for you. Write down the question and say, what would my life look like if I had full control over my time? Full, like nobody was demanding time for me. Nobody was saying, come to work. Nobody was saying, mommy, daddy, what would my time, what would my life look like if I had all? So if you're thinking, I'll be sleeping, then there's a problem. If you're thinking, well, I'll just be sleeping, then you know that you have not really decided to go on this purpose lane. So picture this. Um, this is you at point A. You're overwhelmed, you're confused, you don't even know what you want to do with yourself. This is you at point B. You're living your best life. Conferences. Maybe for me, living your best life is empowering people. Maybe that's why I have things like this on the slide. Going out on vacation, going out with your loved ones, having the family of your dreams. That's point B. Now, what will it take to get to point B? This is the question. So I want you to picture the future you imagine for yourself. What is the future I imagine for myself? What am I thinking about when I see myself in the next 30 years? What am I envisioning? Am I envisioning me, my children? I want you to think of a typical day in your life, in your dream life. A typical dream day. A typical day in the life, in your dream life. You know how influencers do a day in the life? Come with me, a day in the life, a week in the life, something like that. So if you're going to do a day in the life, in your dream life, what would it look like? I want you to tell me what it will look like if you were living your best life. So when you think about that, what will it take you to go from where you are right now to where you're going? What would it take? If you are thinking about it, then I have something to show you. There are reasons why people find it hard to get. What is that reason? Why is it so hard to go from? So you see a lot of people, and you know how people always say, "Oh, you have not changed." So when you see people, they meet someone for the first time, you have not changed. That's not a good thing. When people are telling you, "Oh, you have not changed," you are still the same person. You are still the same lazy person they knew 10 years ago. You are still the same disorganized person they knew 10 years ago. That is a serious issue. You have to change. You can't be accepting I've not changed. That's how I am. No, 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 no. There are reasons why people can't move from point A to point B. What are those reasons? Why is it so hard? Number one, no vision. I want you to, if you're following me, write out these four reasons I gave you in the chat box so that I know that you guys are following me. My comment section party. Please don't leave me. I want to be seeing our comments. You just know that we are following. I can't ask you for your comment because I can't hear you, but at least I can see your comments. So please don't leave me. All right. So, what are the four reasons why people find it to go from point A to point B? Number one, no vision. Number two, no clarity. Number three, busyness. And number four, shallow work. Number one, no vision. Number two, no clarity. Number three, busyness. I'm too busy. I'm busy. Hey, business. Hey, this. Shallow work. So you may be going about, you're working every day, you go to work 9 to 5, you come back, but you know that all these activities, they are not leading you to where you are going. They are not in culmination. You know, when you're working and you're very busy and you're everything, and you know that at least it's leading to somewhere, it's good. But when you're just doing something, but it's not leading to where you're going to, you know that this thing is not going anywhere. But you are going every day, you're going on the clock, then there's a problem. So these are the four reasons why people find it hard to get to point B. No vision. So vision is the most important thing you can have for yourself as someone that wants to do great things in life. You want to become, in fact, number one, I congratulate you for registering for this course. A lot of people don't take care of their souls. They care more about how to eat. They want to eat. They can spend money on food. They can spend money going to parties. They can buy a Ashwebi, but use that 10,000, use that 20,000 to pay for course. They will say, what they want to teach us? Because you don't care about your soul. You care about your physical appearance, but the inside, there's a problem. So first of all, I congratulate you for even registering for this course. Yes, it's free, but you registered. You thought about it that, I want to take my life serious. So I congratulate you. Now, the next step is, do you have a vision for your life? Do you have purpose? Do you have where you are going? Vision is the picture of the future that we have in the present. I want someone to put down that definition in the quotes there, in the chat. Vision is the picture of the vision that we have. Is the picture of the future that we have for our lives. So the reason why many people don't get to point B, that's their expected lives, because they don't even have a vision. They don't even know what they want to do with their lives. They are just there. Like what? They are just there. Number two is clarity. There's no clarity. So some people have a little bit for this. Okay, if you ask now, what do you want to be? You hear, I just know I want to have money. I just know I want to get to this. I just know, but there is no clarity. They don't know how they want to get there. They just know that, yeah, I have this. I know that I want to be big. I know that this, but no clarity. No clarity. No clear picture. No roadmap. Clarity is that roadmap. Clarity is when you put Google Map, I'm going from Isolo to Ikorodu. Clarity. That's it. If there is no clarity, clarity is the roadmap to get into the vision of our lives. That is clarity. Now, the third one is busyness. So some people, they know where they want to go. They are, in fact, some of them, they're very spiritual. Some of you very spiritual. God has said this about my life. God has said this about my life. Oh yeah, how do you get there? You are too busy. You are too busy. And well, why have you not done so? There's no time. Why have you not done? There's no time. Then we have some people, shallow work. The reason why they've not gotten to that point is that they keep doing shallow work. And I'm going to tell you what shallow work is. Let's continue the slide. In fact, I've gone ahead of myself already. Now, how do we solve the problem of vision and clarity? Remember, we have identified 4 reasons why people don't get to point B from point A. Now, how do we solve this problem of number 1 and 2, which is vision and clarity? Number 1, isolation. Number 2, embrace boredom. Number 3, deep thinking. A lot of people do not think deeply. A lot of us don't think deeply. We're in the Indomie generation. Have you noticed how if you speak to a young person now, and I know most of us here are even young people, small thing, I want to just be making $10,000. I'm not saying you can't make $10,000, but have you put in the work that will require a longevity? Or you are just looking for Indomie. You know that there's a difference between cooking Indomie and cooking, for example, vegetable soup, or cooking, let's not even vegetable soup is even faster. In fact, vegetable soup is a good example because you will prep, you will boil the chicken, boil the meat, peel the fish, you slice the pomo, slice the onion, and it will take time. And when you're done, you will fry. The process, the meticulousness of it, that's what makes vegetable soup vegetable soup. And that's what makes Indomie Indomie. Noodles cannot compare to vegetable. Is it in the nutrient it's going to give you? Is it in the taste? Everything is different. So the thing that will require deep work is not something that you just be doing shallowly. It's not that you just say, I want to do a master class. Okay. Let me go and check ChatGPT. There's a room for using AI, and we're going to talk about it. But the solution to finding vision and clarity for your life is to learn the art of isolation. Isolate yourself. Not every time social media, every time you're online. That's why you can't find time. See, this master class, I know you came and you thought I wanted to teach you about just finding time, how to find time for yourself, and do this, do this. What are you finding time for if you don't have vision and clarity? If you don't know where you're going to, what are you looking for time for? You have time. Some people have time on their hands, so they watch Netflix, they do this, they do that. You don't know where you're going. That's why you are finding it hard to do things. The problem is not even finding the time. Problem most of the time is, what do you want to do with your life? That's the question. What do you want to do with your life? If you know what you want to do, we'll not talk about, okay, these are ways. So first thing you have to understand, if you want to solve a division problem, you want to understand how to give, you have to find ways. What is isolation? In case some people are wondering, what is isolation? You have to learn to isolate. When you step away from someone said ChatGPT for masterclass. Yeah, so go and put it on ChatGPT. Say, I want to do a masterclass on this. ChatGPT will give you framework. Yes, but there will be difference in the way that someone that has knowledge, that has depth, will deliver, and someone that both of you can use ChatGPT. That's the funny thing. I cannot say that I don't use ChatGPT. I use ChatGPT when I want to reframe some things. It helps me to even plan ahead, to be able to plan. But if there is no depth to you, it will show. People will know that you are just talking. Day. If it didn't day, it didn't day. And the only way you can be able to produce great things is by isolating yourself. Step away. Sometimes go off. When you step away from distractions, the social media noise, constant, you give your mind room to reflect and focus on what truly matters. Solitude enhances self-awareness. Some of you need to off your phone, off everything. Stay in a room, be silent. Just stay like that. Or say, for the next 1 week, I want to spend time in a hotel room, in a place. I want to go to camp. I want to just go and pray. Me and my destiny. It's not every time you'll be going for conference. We have to talk about it. You have time you are going from one conference to another conference to another. When have you sat down with yourself and say, I want to set my own goals, set my own vision, set my own value? Those conferences are good. For example, we are here. It helps you to, we sharpen each other up. But if you don't find time to go back and stay with yourself, learn how to stay with yourself, my people. That's what isolation does for you. It helps you have clarity. It helps you focus. So how do you practice, isolation to get clarity? Schedule think days. It's not every day that you should be someone like me, because I'm always, producing content, always, I'm always delivering myself basically. Even my work, because I work as a lecturer, I'm still giving myself, basically. I have to have time that I'm just like, see, I'm not coming to work. I'm not doing anything. I want to think. I want to reflect. Have solitude moments. Schedule prayer retreats. If you're a Christian, if you're not a Christian, whatever you believe in, schedule it and stay with your God. Hey, very important. I believe in spending time with God. No all this, you just do 30 minutes. God help me. God save me. Then you go. You cannot birth groundbreaking ideas if you're always in a rush. Fast from distractions. Notification. Some of you, your phone is always in boom, boom. You are too distracted. If you are distracted, you can't find time to think. So you schedule days that you say, okay, oh, this one I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to spend time. I'm going to use this 2 hours to do this. Take solo walks. Practice silent moments. Go on personal retreat. We've said that already. When we say solo walks, you just say, okay, today 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. I'll take a walk in my environment. Put AirPods on. Listen to one podcast. Listen to one sermon. A walk. Very powerful. You just see that ideas start to come in. You see that ideas start coming in. So I want to see our comments. Which one is standing out to us in this isolation? Which one is standing out to us? So which one is standing out to you? Let me see it in the comment section. Remember, our deal is what? Don't leave me. I want to see our comments in the comment section. All right. So now we move to the next, which is, embracing boredom. Embrace boredom. Now, I find that a lot of people, they are too scared of getting bored. The other day, I saw someone that said that, her children were in a place and someone said, your children will be bored now. Give them cartoon to watch. She said, no, leave them. When they are bored, they become creative. And do you know that even adults, and I've noticed it in my children, when I see that they've watch cartoon, so sometimes I just turn it off. They'll cry, mommy. I'll say, it's okay, you've watched enough. You now see them, they'll go and carry their building blocks. Or that's the time my son will go and carry pen and paper and say, okay, mommy, I want to write. He will start writing. You say, mommy, I want to write a story. You are building creativity when you are bored. When you're bored, stop going to watch Netflix. Your brain craves stimulation. So when you allow yourself to be bored, it shifts you into default mode where creativity and problem solving starts arising. You start to think of creativity, you start to think of things. Many breakthrough ideas come when the mind wanders. When you become bored, but if you're occupying your mind, so many activities, so many things, and some people, they don't have time when they're just like, yeah, I'm not doing anything. They must share. They will press phone. If they are not pressing phone, if they are not checking people's chat, if they are not watching comedy skits, there's room for that. Oh, and we're going to talk about the balance. But embrace boredom. Embrace boredom. Very important for the mind. For the mind. So limit digital distractions. I know someone, I think it's my brother. Sometimes he just deletes all his social media apps. I'm like, your own is another level. Oh. Me, because I'm a content creator, so to say, I may not be able to do that totally. And if I delete, I now have to re-download, and then some of my drafts will go. But what I do is I go off social media sometimes. I take times. You may not even notice because I can go in the morning, come back in the night. You will not know that I've done that. Just take time off, limit distractions, avoid reaching for your now this is, have you noticed that when you're in a space, maybe all of us are in one place and we are waiting for, maybe you're here, maybe student, now you're in a class, you're waiting for a lecturer to come. Have you noticed that when you step into that place, everybody's pressing their phone? Or in church, this one is even common in church. You're in church, maybe the pastor starts preaching. Let's say you can't relate with the pastor. You can't relate with the pastor because maybe what the pastor is saying. Next thing you see people, they're pressing their phone. We have become so addicted to our phone. We are consuming other people's things so much that we don't have time to create our own. I saw a YouTube video the other day. Said God wants you to stop consuming and start creating. God wants you to stop consuming and start creating. So stop reaching out for your phone every minute that you get bored. Allow yourself to be bored. I read a book and that just transformed my life in this boredom situation. See, sometimes when you're waiting on the queue for maybe ATM, next thing you carry your phone. Think. Do you know that if you stand and you think and you don't press your phone, your mind will start going to different things. You start thinking, oh, all the things I want to do, all the this, all the that, and your life will be transformed. So avoid reaching out for your phone every moment you feel bored. It really helps you. So now I want you to ask yourself, what thoughts or ideas naturally come to my mind when I'm not distracted? What thoughts or ideas naturally come to my mind when I am not distracted? What thoughts and ideas naturally come to my mind when I am not distracted? What thoughts and ideas naturally come to my mind when I am not distracted? That's the question you should ask yourself. What thoughts and ideas naturally come to my mind when I'm not distracted? I want to turn this into a public list. All right. So, what thoughts and ideas naturally come to my mind when I am not distracted? Think deeply about it. Think deeply about it. I want you to think about it deeply. So, now that you are thinking about it, let's move on swiftly. Um, so, we're going to talk about the third one. You said number one. Let me go back to the slide so that we are following well. Number one, isolation. Number two, yes, we said how to solve the vision and clarity problem. Number one, isolation. Number two, um, embrace boredom, and we have spoken about that. Number three, deep thinking. Deep thinking. Do you think deeply? Let's talk about that one. So we are talking about embracing boredom. Now we're talking about deep thinking. You know the thing, you may be thinking, I'm here for time management now. But like I said before, if you don't know what you want to do, it's pointless. The reason why people find time for what they want to do is that they know that it is very, very important. They know how important it is that work that they want to do. They know that he matters to them. And that's why I asked you that what would you do if you had all the time in the world? Like, the thing is that for you to find time for something, you have to actually know that that thing matters to you. You have to see the importance of that thing. You have to see why that thing is important. You have to see how that thing changes the world. You have to get clarity on that thing for you to actually do it. For you to say, I must find time. If you don't believe that what you are doing is important or is going to change anything, you would not find time for it. If you don't find stimulation in what you are doing, you won't find time for it. If you don't see that, okay, this thing, I need to do it, you won't find time for it. And that's what people don't realize. So that's why it's important to first fix the first problem. And what's the first problem? Finding vision and clarity. I hope you guys can hear me. I'm not seeing our chats anymore. Please, like I said, rush me with your comments. Rush me with your comments. If you don't see how important something is, you will not give your time to it. And that's the truth. That is the truth. If you don't see how important something is, you won't give time to it. You won't bother. You just be going with the flow. Anything. So, how do we embrace deep thinking? By thinking, most people think shallow. They react to task and they are not proactive, they are reactive. So it's when, I need to quickly do this, then I start rushing. Deep thinking helps you to connect to ideas, solve big problems, and set meaningful goals. It requires focus, distraction free time to dive deeply into a topic and to solve problems. All the problems in the world, do you know it took someone saying, there's a problem here and I need to solve it? This technology we are using now, as you can see me, I'm changing slide, I'm highlighting your comment. It's somebody that thought about it. That how can we do masterclass on YouTube? You know, there's Zoom. I'm not using Zoom right now. I'm using this app called Restream. If this person didn't think about it, this problem will not be solved. So it takes deep thinking to solve a problem. It takes deep thinking to register your mark on this world. It takes deep thinking to decide that I want to change my world. And it takes you to totally, and this is very close to still isolation and embracing boredom. But this one says that you should use a journal. Writing forces you to organize your thoughts. If you don't journal here, you're already wrong. And you don't have to write physical writing. It could be a Google Docs document. It could be a notes app. You know, write, write. So use a journal. Ask profound questions like, what do I really want for my life? That's a question I want you to ask yourself after this masterclass. What is the most important thing that I should focus on right now? What do I really want for my life? And what is the most important thing that I'll focus for my life? This question says, am I thinking deeply about my future, or am I just reacting to my daily task? Am I thinking deeply about my future, or am I just reacting to my daily tasks? Now, how do we combine these strategies? How do we combine these strategies? This is how leaders, creatives, high performance, this is how they are able to gain vision, direction, and clarity for your life. So engage in deep thinking, focus on what matters in your life, plan your next step, embrace boredom. I think for me, the greatest thing I've learned is to embrace boredom. Embrace it and use your board, your like I'm bored. Let it stimulate creativity in you. Now, how do we solve the problem of I am too busy and shallow work? Remember, we said there are four things that hinder people from going from point A to point B. Number one, vision. Number two, clarity. Number three, list it. I want to see us listing it. So I know that you're following me. Vision, clarity. Number three, busyness. And number four, shallow work. Now, as you can see, there are some people, they have vision for their life. I know that many Christians, those of us that are Christians, that we are used to praying, spending time with God. We have vision for our life. Some of us even know where we are going. We know God, what God is saying. God has now said, okay, start this program, start this YouTube channel, start this content creation, go on this, create a podcast, write a book. God has told you, okay, join, apply to this job, but you are too busy. You don't have time. Hey, 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 I say, hey, like I said, you have to find that something is very important to actually do it. You know what somebody said? Brian Tracy actually was one that said it. He said, your greatest asset is your earning ability. But guess what? Your greatest resource is time. I want you to write it down in the comment section. Your greatest asset is your earning ability, while your greatest resource is your time. Yes, you want to make money. Yes, you want to do all of this. But if you don't use your time wisely, you can't achieve much. That is the greatest resource that you have available for you. Do you know that you are not too busy? In today's world, any small thing, I'm busy, that's why. Tell someone, oh, come and lead prayer in church. I'm busy. Hey, come on, I'm busy. What are you busy doing? Do you know that you may not actually be busy? The thing is that being busy is about priority. Being busy is about what? Priority. I always tell people, when someone says people did not come for my this thing, I invite priority. You don't have priority. That's why you don't want to. You are saying you're too busy. And we're going to get to that. But the greatest solution to solving the problem of busyness, shallow work, especially shallow work, is deep work. Deep work. Deep work. That's the solution to shallow work. The solution to business is what? Prioritization. 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 Ask yourself, is this thing important to me? Is this thing important to me? Now, what is deep work? In case you're just hearing what deep work is. Thank you, Isheolua, and everyone that has been commenting. Teniola, I see you. Chidima says, can I see the last slide again? Oh, sorry. I don't know the slide you're talking about. But we have just 2 hours for this class, so I'm even trying to rush now because I have a lot to say. So Ishalua says, okay, Ishalua just wrote, your greatest asset is your earning ability, while your greatest resource is your time. Exactly. So, how do we solve this problem of shallow work? It is called deep work. Now, what is deep work? According to Carl Newport, deep work is the professional activities performed in a state of distraction free concentration that pushes your cognitive capabilities to their limits. These efforts create new value, improve your skills, and they are hard to replicate. So, deep work, basically, in plain terms, is anything that you are doing in a distraction free environment that allows you to be, when you are very concentrated, it helps you to tap deep into your cognitive abilities. So, you're able to produce your best work ever. You're able to go in depth and say, how can I do this thing better? And do you know the thing? When I wrote my book, this was one question I asked myself. I decided that I wanted to do deep work. So I shut off distraction. You know that sometimes you just be like, oh, let me check something on my phone. That's how you do 2 hours. Then you come back. So I wrote my book in maybe like 2.5 months because I gave myself a timeline. I said, I want to write this book before my birthday. And before my birthday, I want it to be ready. And if I want it to be ready before November, because I need to publicize it, I need to do PR. I know that, okay, by November 1st, I want to start PR. If I want to start PR by November, I must have been done with editing. You know, writing book is one thing, editing, proofreading, getting ISBN, all the things that it will require. I spoke to somebody. I said, what will it take to do all these things? She said about 4 to 6 weeks. So I knew that I had to be done before October. So when I knew that I had to be done before October, it means that I must be done with this work in September. So I set out. I started in July. So by the time I realized that, Fadikem, the way you're going, you will not make that September. I gave myself the timeline. I said, in fact, henceforth, I will dedicate so and so hours every day to start doing this thing. So I didn't have to take leave from work to write the book. I just had to find ways to do deep work. So you will ask yourself, if you want to start doing deep work, what is the most important thing I must do to become what I want to become and to get to where I want to go? What is the most important thing I must become to what is the most important thing I must do to become what I want to become and to get to where I want to go? And that is why I started with asking you, this is your point A, this is your point B. How do you want to get there? So when you identify it, you now put in the work. Let me move in swiftly. So identify what is the most valuable task. Ask yourself, what can I start doing every day? So let me give you a very basic example so it doesn't look like it's vague. I want to write a book. That's the example I just gave you. When you have identified that I want to write a book, you know that you want to write a book. So I want to become an author by the end of this year. So what is that thing I can start doing every day for the next 3 months to become an author? Is it reading? Is it okay, I must start writing. Okay, now how can I allocate deep work sessions to this writing? So what do you want to be known for as a person? As at 2024, I wanted to be known as author, published author, not just author, because I've written a book before. Published author. So what do I need to be doing within this month that would establish me as an author by the end of 2024? By 2025, you want to be known as YouTuber. You want to be known as influencer. What do I need to start doing every day to become the person I want to be known for? That is the question. Is it reading? Is it producing more content? Is it singing? Now, when you have identified that, you now say, how can I allocate deep work sessions to it? So this is a question you must ask yourself. Identify your valuable task. So now that you already know that, okay, this is what I need to do to get to where I need to go, you now reduce time spent on doing shallow work. Now, we've identified that deep work is the work that you do distraction free and you commit your heart to it so that you can produce the best work ever. and a work that makes you stand out from other people. Now, the opposite of deep work is shallow work. I hope you're following me closely. The opposite of deep work is what? Please write it in the comment section. The opposite of deep work is shallow work. The opposite of deep work is shallow work. Please, I hope that you are following me. The opposite of deep work is shallow work. If the opposite of deep work is shallow work, how do you know something is shallow work? Number one, if it doesn't contribute to where you are really going. You want to be an author. Why are you going for going to parties, going to this, going to that? You're an author. All those things, they are shallow work. If you find yourself creating things, content on things that don't contribute to you being an author, you are doing shallow work. Sometimes shallow work is not bad, but if it's not contributing to where you're going, because you are trying to get the work done, you need to eradicate every form of shallow work. We are all so busy. So you have to find the time. And when you find that time, eradicate shallow work. Shallow work is pressing phone. Shallow work is sweeping the floor where you can get the help. So how do you know it's shallow work? When you can delegate it. If it's not something that you must do, then it's shallow work. If it's something that can be done later, shallow work. And that's why I said prioritization is very important. When you prioritize, you will know deep the one that requires your attention and the one that you can do later, the one that you can give somebody else to do for you. You will learn that. And learning this can be the difference between you that you produce good work and you that you just be saying, I don't have time, I don't have time, I don't have time. You don't have time because you are doing things you are not supposed to be doing. You are contributing to things that you don't need to do. Learn how to begin to delegate. Ask yourself, can this work be delegated? Can this thing be done later? For example, now I'm preparing for this masterclass, but I want to post a YouTube video. I will ask myself, have I prepared my slides for my masterclass? If I have not, there's no point saying, I want to edit my video. I am doing the wrong thing at the wrong time. The reason why you're not producing and you're not showing up well is because you don't have priorities. You don't have a list of what you want to do. You are not organized. Organize and ask yourself, what is needed now? And how can I do it now? So if you can delegate it, it's a shallow work. If it can be done later, it's a shallow work. I can edit video when I'm done with this masterclass. But if I start editing video this morning, I'm doing what is not necessary. So shallow work does not mean that the work is not good or that the thing is not helpful. It's that it is not helpful for that moment. So prioritization is key. You want to read for exams. Exam is coming in 2 weeks' time. But now you are deciding that I want to be posting content. Now that you know that you want to be an influencer. No, finish exam first. You have holiday time. Use your holiday time to create content. And do you know the good thing about planning? When you are planning, when you start planning and you start organizing, you'll be able to plan ahead. Now, you already know that you want to go to church tomorrow morning. Tomorrow is Sunday. You prepare the clothes you want to wear ahead. You prepare the sermon you want to listen to. If you are going to be a teacher or whatever, prepare it ahead. You do everything ahead. That way, it's not that now you have church tomorrow morning. That tomorrow morning is when you now say, let me quickly edit something. You are doing shallow work. Tomorrow morning, you're already late. You now say, let me quickly read my Bible. You could have read your Bible yesterday. To make you late. That's the problem. You don't plan ahead. And you spend time doing shallow work. I want you to put in the comment section, how do I stop doing shallow work? I'm going to stop doing shallow work. Sorry, I was trying to read the comment. I will stop doing shallow work and I'll start doing deep work. So how do you cultivate, this habits of deep work? Number one, schedule deep work sessions. So one of the things I always do is set uninterrupted blocks of 90 to 120 minutes for focused work. Reduce distraction. Put your phone on airplane mode. Remove all this work. Stay in a quiet and dedicated space. Embrace boredom, like we said before. Prioritize high impact task. Prioritize high impact task. There are 4 approaches that I use to do deep work. They are very There are four approaches to learn how to do deep work. There's monastic approach, modal approach, rhythmic approach, journalistic approach. What these approaches do for you is that it's not everybody that will be able to say, okay, like I told you in earlier, my brother and I, you just delete the app. It's not everybody that can do that. But there are ways, there are methods, there are systems that have been put in place to help you to do these things. And we'll be discussing this at my boot camp that is coming up. This is the first time I'm introducing the boot camp, by the way. It's going to be powerful. Trust me. I have a boot camp coming up and it's going to be powerful. I'll be talking about how I do mine. Remember, I told you that I wrote a book. I did not take leave. I did not stop cooking in my house. I did not stop showing up for my family. I was still doing everything I wanted to do. In fact, I was still creating content on social media, yet I wrote a book because I understood their approaches to be able to do these things. And I'm not these four approaches is not something that I created. I learned it fine, but there are ways that I was able to do it in my own life, and that's what I'm going to be teaching you at the Doers Bootcamp. The Doers Bootcamp is a 90 days bootcamp for doers. Please, in the bootcamp, we don't want people that are going to be giving excuses. We are saying goodbye to excuses and we are saying yes to execution. That's what we're going to be doing at the boot camp. That's why it is a boot camp. You're a soldier. I don't want playing. I'm not for people that want to play. I'm not for people that want to play. At the boot camp, I will teach you strategies to help you become a better executor. Radical execution. You will be in a community of people that, they will help you to they will keep you accountable. Because I found out the problem is that a lot of people, they know what to do, but they just need accountability. They need a coach. They need a midwife. They need someone that will telling them, have you done this? Have you done? They need someone that will hold them accountable. And so that's what this bootcamp is about. I want you, I want to, I want to, I want to be your coach. If you've ever been calling me Coach Fade, yes, I want to officially become your coach. At the boot camp, I will be your coach, and you will have other like-minded people like you. It will be like an accountability system where you are learning. It's a 90 days radical. So it's going to be from June to August, basically. It's a 90 days radical execution boot camp with a framework for doers. Remember, I said it's doers. I don't want people that will come, they will not listen to the courses, they will not do anything. We will say, okay, now I want to be posting, they will not post. You are not ready. So this boot camp is for you if you have big goals but you struggle with execution. If you are tired of procrastination, overthinking, self-doubt, if you want a structured system to take consistent high impact action, if you crave accountability, motivation, and a community of action doers, this bootcamp is for you. If you are ready to stop making excuses and start executing. So I have a special package. By the way, the bootcamp is not free. Yes, I've done a lot of free things. So me too, I've tried. Because this one, I want to give you everything. I want to be committed. And I find that when people don't pay for things, they just treat it anyhow. They won't show up. They will just be. So, and you need to put your money where your mouth is. You need to take care of your soul. That's basically what this bootcamp is about. So I have a special package for everyone that registered for this masterclass, everyone that is right here in this masterclass. I have a special offer for you. Very, very affordable. I believe that it's affordable because it's for 3 months. So click on this link, seller.com/37AE13. You can write it down. 37AE13. Once you put that on Google, or when you type that as a website on the website, you will be taken to the page. It's a steal, trust me. I am giving this at just, in fact, go and check it. I'm not going to tell you the price. Go and check it. But normally, I am taking almost 30% off. By April 1st, no, not April 1st, maybe April 10 or first week of April, I will officially introduce this course to people outside. I've not introduced this course to anybody. This is the first time I'm talking about this course to any public audience. When I officially introduce the course, it will not be going at the price that I'm offering it to you now. So if you don't take charge now, from now till the end of April 7th, not end of April, sorry, end of the first week of April, which is April 7th, if you don't take action now, you may have to pay for it at the other price, which will be the early bird price. You people are like the earliest bird price. So yeah, so make sure to go and check seller, check the link right now, and yeah, join the boot camp. Your life will literally change. So now that you know what to do, you know how to do it, what are ways to effectively manage your time better? Effective time management is about working smarter, not just harder. It involves prioritizing important tasks, eliminating distractions, and structuring your day efficiently. So, how do we do it? I'm going to be sharing strategies. Number one, prioritize what matters. Dwight Eisenhower says, not everything that is urgent is important. Ehen. You have to prioritize so that when people bring things to you, for example, someone told me to do something this morning. I knew that I could not do it. I said, that thing will take me another 2 hours, and I'm preparing for a master class. Could possible. I can't do it. Sorry. I'll do it later. Prioritize. Prioritize and compartmentalize. That is the best thing you can do for yourself. Now, there is a principle called the Pareto principle, which is 80% of your results come from 20% of your efforts. Most of the time, everything you are doing, 80% of the results that you're going to get are going to come from that small thing that you did. So identify the things that you need to do that will drive the biggest impact in your career, in your life. For example, as a lecturer, I'm a lecturer in a university. Going to class, giving assignments, doing tests, exams, marking scripts, all these things are part of what makes my job as a lecturer. They are part of what improves me. But guess what? The most important thing I must do as a lecturer that will get me promoted is to write academic papers, is to get my PhD done with. I have identified it. And as a lecturer, we know it. But a lot of lecturers forget that that is the most important part of their job. That is the 20% out of everything that we are doing. All those other things are important too. But what will move me from just a lecturer to a renowned lecturer to a doctor to a professor is when I write academic papers and I publish it in high impact journals. And when I finish my PhD, for now, my own is to finish PhD. As you grow, there are different levels. I'm currently doing a PhD. So I know that that's the most important thing I must achieve in the next 2 years, to move from just being a normal lecturer to becoming a full academic member of the university. So yes, I'm going to class. Yes, I'm doing, but I must make time to do my PhD too. I say I'm too busy. I'm too busy. So I will not even submit my PhD paper when I'm supposed to submit it. Yes, it is tasking. I am as a lecturer. I know that I'm doing a lot. I have to, but I must tell myself that see. So sometimes if I'm supposed to do a video and I know that I want to meet up with a PhD timeline, what will I do? I will leave video and focus on that PhD first. Then when I'm done submitting my paper, there's all the time in the world to do that videos. And sometimes what do? I pre-record. I can record 4 videos in a day. And in another 4 weeks, I will not post any video. I will not have to edit. I will not have to record any video. Sometimes, in fact, there was a day I recorded a video at work. I already had a outline of what I want to do. So what did I do? I just got to work. I got someone to help me. So as a person, Guys, sorry, I think my I was off. Can you guys hear me now? Please confirm if you can hear me. I'm back, please. Sorry. Thank God I'm using a streaming app. If not, I'd have had to start again. If you can hear me, say I can hear you, just so I know that you guys can hear me. I am back, I guess. Okay, let me change my slide so that I'll be able to know if. All right, I can see your chat. Thank you very much. I'm back. All right, so I was saying that the Pareto principle is, let's go back to it again. So I'll wrap up with that, and then I'll go to the next. The Pareto principle is basically understanding, identifying the few tasks that drive the biggest impact. Thank you, Ma. Actually, it was not my network. Oh, my laptop died for some funny reason. I don't know what happened. Laptop just died. Bam. Hey, God. It was not network. Network was is actually perfect today. Thank God. But network no go shame us. Amen. So use the 80-20 Pareto principle. 80% of your results come from 20% of your effort. There'll be other things that matter, but there's something that you must focus on part time. Focus on that thing. Like I was giving the example of my PhD. Focus on that PhD. Every other thing is secondary. That's the truth. So now we move to the next way to prioritize your time is apply the Eisenhower matrix, which is separating your task into four categories. Separate your task into four categories. Number one, urgent and important. This task that I want to do is urgent and is important. So what do I do? I hope you guys can see my screen. Number one, please put in the chat box. Number one, urgent and important. So number two, important but not urgent. Number three, urgent but not important. Number four, neither urgent, neither important. These are the four ways to categorize your task, all the things you want to do. This one is urgent and important. This one is important, but it's not urgent. This one is urgent, but it's not important. Number four, this is neither urgent nor important. So when something is urgent and it's important for you to be the one to do it immediately. So I want you to put in the comment section, urgent and important, do immediately. Number two, important but not urgent. So in this one, it's important that I do it, but it's not urgent. Like if I don't do it now, nothing will happen. But maybe, for example, now I am planning a master class for June 1st. It's important, right? But it's not urgent for now because today is still March. There's no need to be putting my energy into that master class now when I could be using that time to other things that I need to still do. So the problem with many people is that they disperse their energy in the wrong way. So you're putting in, and the thing is that you're putting energy in different things. You are spreading yourself too thin. So you have to learn the art of channeling your energy to the right thing at the right time. That is what makes the difference between high performers, and people that are just doing things. Channel your energy to the right thing at the right time. So if it's something that is important and urgent, do it immediately. If it's something that is not important, that is important, that you are the one that needs to do it. That's the meaning of that important there. But it's not urgent, like it's not now, schedule. And say, okay, I'm going to do this 30th of January of March, 30th of May. Now, if it is urgent, like you need to do it quickly, but it's not that you are the one that has to do it. It's not important that you do it. Then you delegate. This is where house chores come in. It's not only you that can wash plates. It's not only you that can. There's a stage you get in your life, of course. There are some situations that maybe if you're still a student, you may not be able to delegate like that. But if you are already working, for example, you are a mom, you need to delegate. That's the best thing. For me to do this masterclass now, I delegated many things. That's why I can show up like this. I asked my brother, do this one. I asked my this too. I asked someone to help me create slides. Initially, I created a different slide, but I now had to edit it. But I still delegated it at first. So make sure that you do the thing that the person could not do was to create what to put in the slide. So I created the notes and I said, okay, prepare slides for me. Then I edited the slides. That's it. So you have to learn to delegate. Now, if it's neither urgent nor important, if you don't have to do it, stop putting your energy into things that does not concern you. Mind your business. This is the problem. People don't mind the business that pays them. If it's not urgent and it's not important, you have no business there. Don't be dispersing your energy into things that do not concern you. Next. So I want you to please take that. Don't disperse your energy into things that do not concern you. Okay? Now, the next one is plan your day by time blocking. A lot of people don't know how to block their time. So what I do with time blocking is when I wake up, I do a to-do list. Remember, since we started this, we have never spoken about to-do list. Because people think it's just about, let's create to-do list. See, people can have to-do list from today to next year. If you don't put all these things I'm saying in practice, to-do list cannot work. To-do list is important too, but you have to, first of all, remember, we fix the mindset first. Fix where we are going. Get vision, get clarity, understand what it takes. Then you now start saying, okay, to-do list. Now, what I do with my to-do list is I list everything that I have to do every day. Then I now start allocating times to it. So you allocate specific time slots for deep work, for meetings, for breaks. So you say from 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. I pray. From 9 a.m. to this, I do this. So we'll talk more about practical ways that I do my time blocking in the DOERS Bootcamp. If you have not gone to check that link, okay, don't check the link yet, but immediately after this class, go and check that link. DOERS Bootcamp. DOERS Bootcamp. Remember, I have a special offer for you guys. After the course goes live, the offer will be over and you will not be able to pay that amount anymore. So now we have number 3, control distractions and stay focused. There's something called the Pomodoro technique, which is, there are different techniques. It's just about what works for you. And that's why I said I was going to talk about the approaches to deep work in the bootcamp, because there we'll go in depth, right? You will formulate what works for you. So, but for the Pomodoro effect, it says that you should do 25 minutes of focus work and then you take a break. Because the mind, if you're just starting out, the mind is rebelling against doing deep work. That's the truth. Your mind does not want you to do deep work. Your mind wants you to be just checking social media because of that adrenaline, because it wants you to just stimulate yourself. And you have told yourself that being on social media is the way to stimulate yourself, to the way to what we call it, let me rest. But you're not resting when you're being on social media. Do you know? That's discussion for another day. But the Pomodoro technique now say, okay, trick your mind into saying, okay, I'll do 25 minutes work, 5 minutes break. You set alarm. After 5 minutes, your brain will feel, okay, you rewarded me. So it's a sort of way of rewarding your mind. You can also do the 90 minutes technique. There are different techniques. You reward your mind and you go back. Reward your mind, go back. So when you are looking forward to your 5 minutes break, it helps you to keep working. So we are spoken about distraction free. I feel like distraction is just everywhere in this slide. Okay, so now you master the art of saying no. This one, put it in the comment section. I will say no. Don't say yes to everything. It's not everything you should be saying yes to. Learn how to say no. Master the art of saying no. Stop overcommitting yourself. Learn how to say, I know I would love to, but I don't have the time now. I don't have the bandwidth now. Focus on tasks that align with your goals. And that's why, as a person, if you want to become better with time management, you have to know where you are going in the first place. If not, you will give your time to everything and anything and anybody. Someone come and tell you, I want to gist you, you will listen. I want to do this one, you will do. Because you don't have a plan for your day. You don't have a plan for your week. You don't have a plan for your month. So learning to say no helps you to stop overcommitting. The reason why you have so many things to do that are not in alignment with where you are going is that you don't know how to say, sorry, this one is not for me. You don't know how to say, no, I'm not joining group chats. No, I'm not going to that place. No, I'm not coming for your wedding. Me, if I see that you invite me to a wedding, fine. It's not all the case. Sometimes I genuinely maybe couldn't make it. But in some situation, I look at it that this time I could have visited to do this, do this, do this. And I say, okay, the person does not really, we don't really rate ourselves like just maybe a secondary invitation. It's not like I know you like that, like that, like that. I won't come to your wedding. I can't be wasting my time. Time is important. Conference, that's why you see me. I don't just go for every conference. Some people, they are this conference, that conference, including Christian conference. I know that it is a table we don't want to shake, but I will shake it. It's not only you go to experience, go to this one, go to that one. That's why you don't have time. Sit down in your house and do what you need to do. You don't have time because you keep going to places you don't need to go to. You keep visiting, you keep talking, you keep gisting. If you see that in your house, they are disturbing you, just say, I'm coming, carry yourself, go to a library, go to a store, go to somewhere, go and do the work that you need to do. It's not every conference you should be at. It's not everywhere we turn, we see you. Only you. May God help us. In Jesus' name. So the next one is automate, delegate, low value tasks. Like we spoke about in the Eisenhower system, delegate. Use email filters, task automation, AI assistant. Remember, I told you guys, ChatGPT is not bad. Use Chat. In fact, I was telling somebody yesterday that it's like ChatGPT is my personal assistant. I have a virtual assistant, and I also have an actual person that is helping me. Is my assistant. But ChatGPT, hey, that's my second, my primary assistant. So use these things. Use it well. Don't just be there saying no. No, use them. Use them well. So use these apps. I hope you can see my chart, my slide. So use it, delegate repetitive tasks like admin work, anything that's going to require um okay. So get help. Some of us we need to. You need help. Nannies, personal assistant, virtual assistant, anything. We've already spoken about this. Anything that does not require you to, and will free up time for you to do other things. You need you need to get help for it. Stop wasting your time. If it's video editor, get it. Social media manager, get it. Home assistant. Me now, let me tell you guys, realistically, I have a home assistant that comes in the morning, fixes things that I need to be done with me, leaves, comes back in the evening to also help me on some days. On some days, she doesn't help me. I have a washing machine that washes clothes. Because these are the things that take women. When you see mothers, they say, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. These are the things that take their time. I have a washing machine. I'm telling you realistically. So there's no issue of, my children's clothes are dirty. It doesn't happen that my children wear dirty clothes. It's not possible because I have a washing machine. I'll just put the clothes at the washing machine. Go and continue doing what I'm doing. I can be recording a video and be washing clothes in the washing machine. That's multitasking. So find ways to join two. Okay, we're going to go talk about that. Let me not jump ahead. But get help. So help is not only in nannies, it's also in getting washing machine. It's also in getting air fryer. Those are helps. Yes, microwave, all these things that reduce, see, everything you're doing. Anytime I'm doing something, I always ask myself, what's the fastest way to get this thing done? It greatly helps you. So the next thing is to also, so we said get help, we said delegate. The next thing is to wake up early, sleep early. See, I wish I could tell your neighbor, wake up early, sleep early. But you can't tell your neighbor, but write it in the comment section. Wake up early. Wake up early. You wake up too late. Man of God, woman of God. You are still sleeping. And you may not know the value of waking up early. Let me tell you guys. Waking up early, there's something called the circadian. I hope I'm pronouncing it well. It's CI. Let me put it in the chat. CIRCADIAN. Circadian rhythm. It's the rhythm that your body operates in. Basically, It regulates energy levels, it regulates alertness, regulates focus. So when you sleep and wake up in tangent with how the day works, for example, day has broke the day is the day breaks at maybe 7 a.m., 6 a.m. If you don't wake up within that time and you don't sleep when it's dark, you are messing up with the circadian rhythm. That's what you are doing. You are messing it up and it will affect you. So it's very important to wake up early and sleep early. Wake up early, sleep early for your own good. When you wake up early, it helps you to have more energy and mental clarity. Fewer, it helps you to also have fewer distractions. You're able in the morning, everywhere is silent, everywhere is calm. You're able to navigate and say, okay, I want to do this, I want to do this. You're also able to plan, and it actually boosts your discipline and your consistency. And research has actually shown that it improves physical and mental strength, health. And do you know that people who sleep early, wake up early, they have good sleep quality? So please start doing that. My mentee group, those that are in the mentee group, they already know. We had a discussion about waking up 5 a.m. from the book, The 5 a.m. Club. Very, very solid book. When I first read it, I was amazed. I loved it. It was a good idea. Okay, so number 7 is do a time audit. Do a time audit. What is a time audit? Now, this one is very important, and I enjoin you to do it. If you don't take anything away from this masterclass, please do this time audit. What's a time audit? You're sitting down with yourself and asking yourself, what do I do every day? From when I wake up 6 a.m. to when I sleep 10 a.m., 10 p.m., what did I do? You can use yesterday to analyze your day. So when I woke up yesterday, 7 a.m., I prayed. When I prayed, I went to the kitchen, I took food. When I took food, I spoke to my friend for 1 hour, then I was on my phone. Then there's sometimes when you start doing this time audit, you will now say, so what did I do from 5 to 6? You will now realize you didn't do anything. You actually were pressing your phone or you were chatting with a friend. That's when you will realize. So do a time audit. Do a time audit and ask yourself, what did I do from 7 a.m. that I woke up to 11 p.m. that I slept? You'll be amazed at how much time you actually have. I'm telling you, you will be amazed. So please get a pen and paper and do a time audit. So review and reflect daily. So spend 5 minutes at the end of each day. I might not do my own every day. This is like in an ideal situation, but most times I do it like every week. I ask myself. So at the beginning of the week, I write out things I want to achieve for the week. Then I ask myself, did I achieve it? Did I do what I said I wanted to do? Was I able to? So I tick it, tick it. So it helps you to be more productive. So you ask yourself, what worked? What didn't work? What should I focus on tomorrow? Do you know the good thing about writing down the things you want to do? There was a day I was checking my journal and I saw that I had written that I wanted to do something for the month of January and I didn't do it. And I was like, what? That was in February. Oh. And I went and started doing that thing. So if you don't write down what you want to do, you are less likely to achieve it. And this is actually a statistical fact. Researchers have said it. So write it down. Keep a productivity journal to track your progress. It's very important. So next thing is your time is very important to you. Take it seriously. All right, write that in the comment box. My time is very important to me and I will take it seriously. My time is important to me and I will take it seriously. My time is important to me and I will take it seriously. I want to see that in the comments. You guys are doing well. For all of us that have been here, we've been talking for over 1 hour. I love it. I don't like doing shallow things. You can't have a meeting with you in just 15 minutes, 20 minutes. What's that? We do deep stuff. If I can go 3 hours, but I decided to do it at 2 hours because I have 2 other things to do today. I've already scheduled my time. Okay, so now, out of everything we have said so far, it may look like this thing is too hard. Can we really achieve it? Is it only productivity that we have time for? How do I find time for my children, for my family? How do I find time to still go out? Is that when my husband says, let's go out? I'll say, no, I'm productive. I want to do deep work. No, it's not that deep. There are ways to find time for all that matters to you. And what are the ways? There's a way to maintain. You see this balance thing here. There's a way to maintain it. And I know that some people say there's no balance. I agree, because prioritization and harmonization. So everything will not have your attention at every time. So as I'm talking to you right now, my children do have my attention. Do you get it? As I'm speaking right now, my children do have. In fact, before I started this master class, as soon as I locked the door, in fact, I was supposed to do this master class in a different location in my house, but that location does not have a door. And so if I start doing it there, my children will start coming and say, "Mommy, mommy, mommy." Thank God I have slides, so I didn't even have to show my face all the time. But I realized that I needed to go away from there, so I came inside the room. I locked the door, and my child started shouting. My toddler, the second born. So I had to beg them, please let me carry this boy. So he doesn't have my time right now because I am giving myself to the world. You have to understand that you can't sacrifice all of them on the altar of each other. You will learn to balance it, because again, I always say your children don't need only a mom, they need a mentor. They don't need you to just be mommy, mommy, mommy. After a while, they'll be like, "Mommy, you're not even inspiring me." Ah, God forbid. You will inspire your children. At the same time, you'll be a mommy to them. That's how this will work. So my children don't have my time right now, but when I'm done, they will have my time. They had my time all through before I came for this master class. So you have to learn how to schedule the breaks. Schedule. You have to learn the harmonization, the balance. So number one, schedule your breaks, your vacation. Be a planner. That's just the see everything I wrote here. The summary is be a planner. Your calendar is your best friend. If not, you always be forgetting things. Hey, I forgot. Ah, this, forget. You will always be forgetting things if you don't plan. So when you are doing these things, so okay, let's start with the first one, which is schedule your break, schedule your vacation, schedule time out with your husband, schedule like have it already in your calendar. So when someone else says, "Oh, can you speak at this place?" Say, "No, that time is already booked," so that you will not overbook yourself. Schedule time to spend with loved ones. So sometimes instead of taking my children to daycare, maybe like, for example, now Saturdays I always spend time with my children, except I have to be at work, and that doesn't happen all the time. So that's Saturdays and Fridays. I try to. So Saturdays I'll say, okay, I'll stay with my children. So I don't take them to daycare and I don't create any content on Saturdays. I don't do anything on Saturdays apart from house chores, cooking, doing all these things. I've used that one as my day to spend with them. But during the week, they go to daycare after school because I go to work. And sometimes, even if I'm at home during the week, I use that time to do some things. But if I see that they're on holiday, I say, okay, let me reschedule my space so that I spend time with them. You will find ways to spend time with them, and you'll find ways to inculcate spending time with them even while you're busy. For example, during the day now, when they've come back from school, you go and pick them. You start asking them, "Oh, how was your day? How did your children? Who beat you in your class? What did your teacher teach you?" You ask them deeper questions, and that way you are bonding with them. It's not until you spend 24 hours with your children that you are bonding with them. And this is what a lot of moms need to learn. Stop feeling that, my children, my children. You see people, are you coming for this one? My children. Are you this? My children? What's happen? Some people, thank God I have children, so it's not look like I'm speaking. Some people, they pray to God for children. When God gave them children, they start using children to say they are not going to church. Why did you come for this one? Is this children? We are going to this, we're going for evangelism. Will you come? My children. Hello. You have to find a way. Stop letting mom guilt get to you. You have to find a way, because these children, they will eventually get married and leave you. Did you not leave your father and your mother before you got married? This year, my mommy, I want to be with my mommy forever. Nibo. So your calendar is your best friend. Your calendar is your best friend. And also, when you are doing these things, and this is very important, be fully present. What do I mean? Sometimes when you say, I want to spend time with my husband, I want to spend time with my children, you will not start pressing phone. If you get to homes now, husband, wife, everybody's pressing phone, children too. They are pressing, everybody. We're not present in the moment. Even when we say, okay, maybe, like for example, I was telling my friend I want to schedule a friendship date. Even when we go on dates with your husband or your partners or whatever, stop pressing your phone. Be present there. Let them know that, okay, now that you are here, you are here. When you are not around, you are not around. Let's move swiftly. Next one is learn habit stacking. Learn habit stacking. So, what does habit stacking mean? Who knows what it is? Who has ever heard of habit stacking? If you have ever read the book Atomic Habits, then you know habit stacking. Let me see it in the comment section. What is habit stacking? So habit stacking basically is a simple way to build habits. It's a simple way to build habits, new habits by linking them with the ones that you already do. So instead of trying to start a new habit from scratch, you stack it on another habit. For example, you brush your teeth every day. That's already sure, right? So while you're brushing your teeth, you can say, okay, let me listen to my Bible plan. I do that one all the time. In fact, I do habit stacking like on a general. Even before I read the book, before I knew that that's what it was called, I was always stacking my habits because I knew that I didn't have time. So while I'm brushing my teeth, I'm listening to Bible app. So instead of checking social media while brushing your teeth, listen to Bible app. While you are cooking in the kitchen in the morning, join prayer meeting. While you are cooking, listen to sermon, listen to Bible app. You want to start gymming and you've been doing maybe before, when you wake up, you pray. You can say, okay, while I'm praying, while I'm exercising, I'll be listening to a prayer in tongues. So you just think "Radabalagadodo-sha," and you are exercising. That's habit stacking. Stop saying you don't have time. You have time. There are things that you already do. There are things you're already consistent with. Be consistent with those things and add those things that you are not consistent on. Add them on top of it. Stack it together. Another way to stack your habits together is to also say, okay, if you want to learn a new habit, I actually advise you go and read the book Atomic Habits. If you have not read the book, it's a good idea. But if you have read it and you're still struggling, or maybe you don't have time to read, maybe you don't like reading books. I know some people don't like reading books. A way to also generate a new habit is to put the habit in a place where you can see it. So you want to start gymming. Put your gym shoes by your bed. Put your gym clothes, or you sleep with the gym clothes there, so that when you wake up, you're like, yes, 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 I need to do it. Put the new habit in a way that is very possible for you to see. It helps you to become that person. So, how else do you learn the balance? Other ways, become a big planner. Like I said, plan the days ahead, including your church, your work clothes. Plan everything from the clothes you wear, the shoes you wear, everything. Everything. They become, you may say, all these things is too serious, it's too deep. Are you ready or you are not ready? Ehen. If you are ready, you are ready. If you are not ready, okay. So focus on small, consistent improvement. The 1% rule of continuous improvement says if you improve by 1% daily, it will lead to progress over time. This one, very important. Understanding your energy. That's what I was saying when I was talking earlier about not being everywhere at the same time. Understand your energy. As a content creator, I've understood my energy. There are some days that I'm in a very good mood to create content. I maximize it. I can create 3 videos. And some days you struggle, struggle, struggle. And this is the thing, don't wait for motivation. As much as you are understanding your energy, you can't always be motivated to do the things you have to do. Learn that one and have peace. So on some days when I know that my energy is at peak period, I do everything, like I maximize it. That's time I will not even sleep. I will go all the way. Then when I know that my energy is not at peak period, I just do 1 or 2. I just shall put myself into it just so that I can do it. And then I channel my energy in the right place. I'm not dispersing my energy everywhere, everywhere, everywhere at the same time. I disperse my energy the way I'm supposed to do it. So that's very important. Understand your energy and maximize it. Some people can say, oh, it's in the midnight. No problem. Understand your energy. Systems are very important for time management. Create a system to work for your life. When I wake up, this is what I do, this is what I do. If you're someone that likes food in your house, batch cook. Look for how you cook everything, put in the freezer. Buy freezer. That's another form of help. Like I said before, habit stacking, okay, still on habit stacking. Habit stacking helps you to no longer remember. It will be automatic, like I said. As you're brushing your teeth, you're listening to the Bible. I've done it so many times, and now that's what I do. Like, it's just normal. While I'm taking my baby's baths, like in the mornings, when we are doing morning school runs, as I'm bathing for them, I'm listening to Bible app. That's what I do. So, okay, I think I'm back. I don't know what happened. Okay, can you guys hear me? Please, if you can hear me, let me see your comments. Say I can hear you. I don't know. I think I was removed from the. Anyway, as I was saying, I would be waiting for our chat to know if you can hear me. As I was saying, um, break bad time habits by making it invisible. So the way you want to create a new habit, you make it visible. So if you want a habit to become to be a habit that you don't like, make it invisible. So keep going. It takes 66 days to build a new habit. So that's why at the bootcamp we believe in the 90 days rule. In 90 days, a lot can happen. Can you hear me now? Okay, I can see our comments now. Okay. So keep going. It takes 66 days to build a new habit. It will be hard at first, but keep going. You can do it. So it takes it. So that's why in the boot camp, like I said, the doers boot camp, it's before 90 days. So I'm going to be your coach 3 months. 3 months is what makes trimester. If you've been pregnant before, you know. So you know the first 3 months of your trimester, you get waiting go happen. Second trimester, you get waiting go happen. Third trimester, you get waiting go happen. So 90 days is a powerful time to become what you want to become. And that's why the doers bootcamp is not just a come and join 1 week, create content 1 week, yes, accountability, and then you go. No, we are going to be with you. I like when I do things in depth. So we're going to be with you for 90 days, and you will produce, you will execute, you will become the best version of yourself. So it takes 66 days to build a habit. What we're saying basically is that initially starting and doing all these things, all these systems, this, that, it will be hard at first. You have times that you don't meet up. Me that I'm speaking to you, there are times that I wake up, I press my phone. I'm like, Fadikem, you're better than this. I drop my phone. So just because you made a mistake doesn't mean that you're the worst person in the world. No, no, no. Just because you're hearing Fadikem, you say, that means, Fadikem is so perfect. I'm sure she doesn't make mistakes. No. But the difference is that when I make the mistake, I pick myself up. So it will be hard at first once you decide you want to leave your comfort zone and you want to become on the destiny lane, because you know that nations are waiting for you. Nations are waiting on the gift that God has placed on the inside of you. Nations are waiting for you to do what God has sent you to do. Nations are waiting on your obedience. And so you can't play. Yes, it will be hard, but you will keep going because you can do it. I promise you, you can do it. So please ask yourself now. I want you to reflect. Say, have I been spending my time, or have I been investing my time? Have I been spending my time, or have I been investing my time? Have I been spending my time, or have I been investing my time? It's time. It's actually it calls for self-reflection. It calls for self-reflection. So please ask yourself again. Um, are you spending your time, or are you investing your time? So it's time to take action. If you know that you want me to become your coach, there's a one-on-one package, and that's a premium. That one, I'll be your personal coach. And there's a group coaching. I'll also be your coach in the group coaching. I'll do group teachings and all of that. But if you want to pay for the one-on-one, it's also on the website. If you want me to be your coach one-on-one, the premium one, you just what this means is that I would be doing accountability meetings with you every week. We'll analyze your vision, your plans. We'll talk about where you're not getting to. I will basically be your personal coach. So click the link seller.com/37AE13. I also want to put the link in the comment box so I know that you're following me. Seller.com www.seller.com//37AE13. Are we there? Are we there? The doers bootcamp is for doers, it's for executioners. Yeah. So at this point, you're allowed to ask me questions. any question you've been having. We're going to answer question in the next 5 minutes. And yeah, we would move from there. Remember when I sent the email, I said, come with your questions. So yes, it's time. Ask me questions that you have. Ask me questions that you have. So you can ask me questions now. This is Fadikemi. Thank you for listening. I want to see somebody putting the link on the chat box. So if you are there, put the link. Let's see. Seller.com seller.com slash 37 AE 13, right? And at the masterclass, at the bootcamp, the replay of this masterclass will be available. But if you feel that, okay, oh, I don't want to pay for the bootcamp, but I want this replay because I want to watch this thing over and over again, you can just send me a DM and we'll walk around it. The replay is not free. The replay is not free. So please take note. The replay is not free. So let me know what questions you have for me as we wrap up. Please ask me questions. Okay, I'm going to be highlighting our questions now. I can see this one says, Sylvia says, what practical tools do you use? What do you practical? Give me example. Productivity tools. Practical productivity tools. What does that mean? Like Notion. Is that what you're asking? The thing is that productivity tools, I think I've said it, like I said, ChatGPT. You can use AI, assistants, then maybe Notion app. It helps you to be able to do a to-do list. Although me, I just prefer the traditional type in my phone. Then my calendar, very important. That's a productivity tool for me. My calendar, it notifies me, oh, somebody's birthday. Do you know that even keeping up with your friends, you have to do calendar so that you don't forget people's birthdays. People will not be happy with you when you forget people's birthdays. So I put everything like this masterclass now. I put it in my calendar so that I have everything in my calendar. I have a meeting with my mentees April 2nd is in my calendar. Anything I want to do, I have it in my calendar. So those are practical things that I do. So I don't know if that answers that question. So somebody says, thank you for this masterclass. It comes from depth indeed. Oh, thank you, Chidima. I have 8 pages of my journal written that is 4 leaves. It shocked me. I'm living with so much wisdom. Amazing. I love it. That's so good. Okay, Ishelua is saying, am I spending my time or am I investing it? Yeah, so that's a question to ask yourself. And then Ania Beth Johnson says, please do we get the slides after now? No, you don't. It's not free. It's not free. It's not free. It's not free. Sorry. Okay, should I make it free? All right, I'll make it free. I'll leave the masterclass on my YouTube channel. I'll just leave it. I'm going to do it as just let me just give people. I'll leave it. I'll make it free. No problem. I'll make it free. So I'll just make it free. I'll leave it on my YouTube channel. So anybody can come back and watch it. So yes, no problem. I'll leave it. Come back, watch it, rewatch it. Then share it. I know that some of you have friends that you know that you need to watch this channel, you need to watch this masterclass. So please share this video with them. I'll leave it on my channel, on my YouTube channel. My second YouTube channel, by the way, that's the one you're currently watching it on. Your money friend Fadekemi, not Fadekemi Adeoye. I will leave it so that we can have more people see it and then access it. All right. Hey, Janet, my boo boo. Ayoluwa is here. Our coach. Ayo is a coach, a life coach. Thank you for joining. Thank you, Chidima. So, on a scale of 0 to 10, how much did this meet your expectations? Let me see it in the comments. Everybody should comment, though. 0 to 10. How much did this meet your expectations? I can see our comments. Thank you for your time. It was really educating. We shall watch it again. Make sure to share. Tell everybody to come and watch. Say, I was in a master class. My mind is blown. And yes, Aniabet is saying, what is the deadline to make payment for the bootcamp? So for those of us on this masterclass, if you manage to watch this masterclass, it means that I gave you a earliest bird access. And so you're going to be able to, from now till April 7, you have that access. But from April 7, in the price. But that price increase that much. So even if you cannot pay from now to April, link like I shared earlier, you will see all the details you need. Let me share the link again in the chat. Seller https https this forward slash. So do we have any other questions? No other questions, right? .com slash 37 AE13. That is the link to join to. So please click the link. You can click the link in the comment section, and yeah, you'll see all the details. So you can either join the group coaching or you join the one-on-one coaching. So yeah, let me quickly share what it will look like. Okay, so this is what it will look like. If you click on the link, you'll find yourself here in seller, then you'll be able to buy. So you can see this is group coaching. It's a steal. And this is one-on-one coaching. So if you want to go for the group coaching, from now till April 7th, I'm only opening this up for us. I'm not going to announce this bootcamp yet until April 7th. By that time, the price will increase to this, as you can see. So make sure to take action as swift as possible. Yes. All right, guys. All right, guys. Thank you so much for your time. I need to keep see my face. See my face. So I couldn't stay where I was supposed to stay because of my children. But I hope you guys can see me. I'm a little bit clear. Can you see me? Can you see me? So yeah, this has been such a rewarding masterclass. I thoroughly enjoyed myself. I love teaching. My gosh, I love it. Let me highlight some of your comments. Ayolua says, thank you, Mama. It was such a great session. Sylvia says, thank you for your time. It was really educating. We'll sure watch again. Chidima says, on a scale of 0 to 10, 11. Come on, that's on period. Kenny says 10 over 10. You guys, hype me well now. 10 over 10. Ayo says, this beauty. He choke. Oh gosh, I enjoyed this session. Thank you so much all for joining. Um, Sylvia says calendar is the main thing. Yes, yes, yes. Your calendar is very important. Aniebet, I hope I've answered your question. I said the deadline to make payments for this earliest payment is April 7th, but from April 7th to April 30th, the early bird will still be on, which is the other price, and then from then henceforth, the normal price will now show. So please take action now so that you don't miss out. I really love this comment from Chidima. Thank you so much. It's so encouraging. Said you wrote and wrote. He said this is from depth, not ChatGPT. Hey, if it didn't day, it didn't day. That's it. All right, guys. This has been rewarding. Thank you all so much. And yeah, so we're going to end the masterclass now. Remember, the replay is available. Share it with your friends. Tell them, this replay was hot. This masterclass was hot, and I think you need to watch it so that we can get more people. And also tell people about the DOERS Bootcamp. Can share the link to them. Even if I've not yet publicized it, just tell them, see, you need to join this bootcamp. Yes, it's for people that want to do. Remember, it's not for people that want to be doing excuses. Thank you. Okay, Ishalua says 8 over 10. Thank you, Ishalua. That's a honest review. Thank you. Okay, so thank you so much. Thank you, Ishalua. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the boot camp.